This is the Real Melbourne Podcast, the central point in this beautiful city's culture. I'm Alex Dickinson.
And I'm Brian Hughes. Welcome, guys. Welcome for
episode 50. There we go.
It's been a long time. I can't even put the words together. Today we have two guests, two rappers, man. They're the first rap duo that we've interviewed, and got in the studio.
That's it. I'm not just rap though. Like I say maybe a bit of a fusion, like the R&B rap duo. We got my guys ALPY and JDro from the group XENO. Welcome, guys.
Woo! Thank you for having us, guys. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, you've been waiting this for years, huh?
Oh man, years, bro, years.
Yeah.
Nah, I remember. I remember, man. Fuck, I've watched literally every single podcast you guys done, and like, always like, I can't wait for that day to come where myself and JDro can just go up onto the podcast and just fucking talk, man. Just talk our shit,
That's
it.
it.
We're here now. What's up?
Who knows how long it's gonna go for?
You're true fans by the sounds of it. Like, what's been your pick, I guess, from the stuff that we've done?
Man, I love the interview that you done with Neezy.
Yeah, that was sick.
And definitely 00 Smooth. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, those are dope, man. A lot of jewels dropped there.
Yeah, 100%. Especially that freestyle that Neezy dropped.
Yeah.
Flames.
He's got a lot of energy, man. He brings a lot of energy to the room. Anywhere you go.
Yeah. I remember I saw his energy first, the very first time at that Go Loco event that they done in the city. That was the first time I actually met Neezy properly. And when I saw him there for the first time, I was like, fuck, man, this guy, he'd be perfect on stage with JDro. They got to definitely do a track and stuff together. But
and that happened. You got a track called the Billionaire joint. Yeah.
Millionaire.
My bad.
My bad. We got that song. We done that song for Neezy, and shout out to him. He's dope, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Neezy. Big energy.
Big energy. Yeah.
That's it. Well, what's been happening, I guess, during lockdown, guys? Like, you guys have been dropping out, like, so much music, and it's been really good to see, but, how's life been, for, like, these past, 6 to 8 months,
lockdown was more of I'd say a curse and a blessing at the same time. Like being indoors and not being able to socialise and see people, even going and recording stuff, like new music and stuff, that was pretty, hard for an artist like myself. But the only blessed part about the lockdown was just smashing out new songs, man. Just working every day, getting new beats, finding new beats, and just writing to him, sending over new tracks to him to just get more XENO songs prepared for next year. Because last year we prepared ourselves for this year, and this year we prepared ourselves for next year. So it's we've got tracks till 2022 maybe.
Yeah, so you're planning to drop month by month, right?
I mean, that was the original plan,
yeah.
But sometimes when it just doesn't happen, what I mean? We're always planning to drop a song every month, but then it'll be something will come up, or we won't be happy with. We're happy with every song that we've done, but we just won't be we'll just go back to the drawing board and be instead of dropping on this month, we'll give it another extra month and just wait it out. What I mean? But look, other than that, the whole lockdown basically was just boring, man. I just literally, other than working on music, I just caught up on my video games, movies, shows. That's about it.
Yeah,
but
fair
for
enough.
me anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, and for you, JDro?
Yeah, pretty much the same as ALPY. It is a blessing in disguise, and just because I'm the type of person that if someone hits me up, be like, yo, let's do something, I'm like, done. Let's do it, whatever.
Yeah.
But it gave me the time to kind of focus and really just be in my craft and stuff like that. And it was a blessing in disguise. I felt like I upgraded during that time too. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It helped from what it's it even helped me become a better artist. You know what I mean? When I compare the way I would record my vocals before COVID compared to now, it's completely changed. You know what I mean? It's much the quality's better as well. You know what I mean? Because I was just constantly training in my room. Just every time I'd write something, just project it out loud and just work on it. Yeah. I agree with him 100%.
Yeah. So you look at some of your old tracks and be like, man, I could have done them better.
100%. Millionaire, for example. I think it's the last verse on Millionaire was very flat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I could have ended the end of my second verse on Millionaire at a higher, give it more energy and stuff, so that people can actually feel it. You know what I mean? But for me, which is very flat. Whereas that hook that Joe done on Millionaire is impeccable. You just can't go wrong with that hook, man.
It's not bad.
That is great, bro. That hook is great. The energy in that hook is something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I feel that. Yeah, man, and I guess speak on yourselves and like collaborating. Like, how did the two of you end up meeting together?
We actually met through
Shout out to Armstrong.
our mutual friend Armstrong. Shout out to Armstrong. I used to kick it with Armstrong a lot, and he used to go next to Joe to their friend's house. They used to just have I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but it's just blaze up and stuff.
Little smoke ting.
That could mean something else.
But yeah, I used to pick Armstrong up, and he would always tell me, bro, you gotta like meet Joe. You know, like you gotta meet Joe, and like you two need to get on a track together. And at that time, I think this was in 2018, I had just started like taking music a bit more serious. You know, like before that, it was always like find a beat, just write to it, but I wouldn't really record anything like that. But yeah, he actually told me about JDro, and then I was it through Facebook that I hit you. I think Armstrong gave me Joe's Facebook, and I messaged him through Facebook, and I was like, bro, like Armstrong told me that you make music and stuff. I had this track called Me and My Baby. It was this like Afro R&B track, and I sent it over to him, and I think it was the next day. He's like, he had like a little setup at home, like with his Mac,
GarageBand things.
GarageBand, yeah. And like I just went over with Armstrong. We just did the song there, and we just put it out on SoundCloud. And that was the very first track I done with Joe together.
Yeah, but you weren't called XENO back then. It
was just like an ALPY featuring JDro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, but I think XENO came together last year. Yeah, that's 2019. Yeah, so Andre, our manager, Andre, shout out to him. He hit me up because he was always looking into getting to events and stuff, like event management, planning and all that stuff. So he hit me up saying, you know, bro, like I've got this spot for you in this event, this council event, if you want to perform. And you know, I got excited. I was like, yeah, 100% done. And then I was going through like what I could find. I only had, I think, 3 tracks back then. I had 4, sorry. And then one was with the Me and My Baby track that me and Joe done together. And I called him up straight away. I'm like, bro, you want to perform? And then he's like, yeah, let's do it, man. You know, let's go. And then we went there, and then they met, like Andre and Dre met each other, and then we done that performance. And after that, XENO just formed. You know, XENO just formed naturally, man.
But what is that name though? Like, where did that come from?
I feel like you can explain this better.
Yeah. So like, I was trying to come up with something like completely different, and like I heard the word xenophobia being used, like being afraid of something, you know, like whatever that is. So I was like, so xeno and like phobia means that, but like being afraid of something, and xeno was like different. So I was like, I'm looking for that word, and it's right there. It just means different. It just means something different.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, cause we're like, we're not just a rap group. I don't feel we're not just like an R&B group. We can do whatever.
Very versatile.
So,
you go through your catalogue, both of you, and I think, you know, from Afro beats like slow jams to hard tracks like Enemies you did with Ryder and stuff. It's and the MM song you just dropped, Marathon you just dropped.
Go check that out.
You guys are so versatile. Like, where do you find this inspiration from all these different types of music, and what do you feel like you're gonna make next? You know, like, is there like a routine or a pattern that you follow, or is it just whatever you feel at the time you create?
I will get into the next track after answering the question, but my inspiration comes from my team, honestly. Like, you know, when I met Joe, I knew he's one of the best rappers I've ever met. Like, you know, I always say it, like, in Melbourne, like, he's at the top for me, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, he's always been an inspiration to me. Like, I feed off of his energy and stuff, and, like, I knew he could sing as well, because I remember after we done the Me and My Baby track, he done a music course, and I went to, there was like a little audition before you can actually enroll into the course, and I heard him sing, and I was like, man, this guy's he can sing, he can rap, you know what I mean? And like, I think the whole versatile thing is we just wanted to experiment with different genres. You know, like, I started doing the melodic stuff because of Adrian. Shout out to Adrian. We done a track called Midnight Love for the Midnight Love EP that me, Adrian, and Major Faye collaborated on together. And that's where the melodic stuff came from, you know what I mean? Before that, it was always rapping. Like, if you listen to Foreign, Overdose, Drip, which is an unreleased track that we have, all those songs was before I met Adrian and stuff, and they were all just rapping, you know what I mean? And that's where the versatile thing comes for me. Like, right now, I like to experiment with different genres. Like I said, I think About You was one of the first tracks in a XENO track where I done some melodic stuff, but then I switched it up to rap halfway through my verse. But yeah, like that's where my inspiration comes from. My team, like Joe, Myrna, shout out to Myrna, the Queen of the North, and yeah, they all inspire me. My team inspires me, man. You know, and I also get inspired by everybody else around me. Like Adrian really inspires me. You know, you'll watch other artists like Ryder, Sire, for example. You know, Major Faye. They've all got some sort of inspiration in my music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. And for you, JDro?
Yeah, definitely the family. Just seeing how we worked throughout this like COVID, which is most likely the hardest time that any of us in this generation could kind of think of, you know, apart from the older generation with the war and stuff like that. This is something big that we've had to go through mentally and like physically and whatnot. But yeah, just seeing how we worked as a team and as a group and like how we come together during this time is like, yo, we can do whatever, you know, like we got this, like we can definitely get this out the ground and running. And also, yeah, Melbourneian artists as well. Shout outs to Mad, shout outs to Sire, shout outs to Day100. Yeah, like all of them, just like hearing all the releases from the Real Melbourne playlists and stuff like that. Yo, I gotta get better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, that's what it is. I'm always competing with myself and then try to be better than everybody else, but yeah.
See, I feel you with that for like my production on tracks. When I hear certain artists on the playlist, I'm like, man, those beats are crazy, or like these songs are crazy. Like for you guys, like who are you fans of, like from the city that you just see like, yo, I'd love to work with one day. You can shout them out right now. Hopefully, you know, plant that seed for the future.
Man, I've got honestly from the top of my head, because I've got a list, but like from the top of my head, like I would love to do a track with Nomad.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah,
shout out
definitely.
to Nomad.
Shout outs, man.
I'd love to actually do like a collaboration like track with the whole Day100 group, you know, with all of them on one track, on a XENO track with us. Who else? Michaela. I've always wanted to work with Michaela, so shout out to her.
As far as you haven't yet, like she seems like it should be like keen for it and like close around to the click, you know.
She I actually have a song with her, Neezy, and Akito. It's called Surfboard, but we haven't really. I mean, Neezy's done his part, I've done my part, but I just gotta get Michaela and Akito to come to the studio and just record their parts. Akito's another artist that I would love to work with. I'm just trying to go from the top of my head from the city, man. There's a new girl, Kaya. Yeah, I'd love to work with her. She does the lo-fi vibes. Who else? I can't really think of anyone else at the moment, man. But those are the names that come to my head at the moment. So I'm Smooth, 100%. Yeah, Smooth have to get on.
And that's gonna happen soon.
That has to happen. Yeah, that's necessary, man. That's super necessary.
For me, it's probably a Nomad. Definitely Day100. B from the north. I have to get on the track.
Itno?
Yeah. He is
crazy.
And the voice, man. The voice is something else, bro. Definitely 00. I really want to get on the track with Ryder for sure. And Swish. Got the juice, man.
Always dropping, bro.
Yeah,
always. Every week there's something. If it's not his own song, it's a feature.
Man, I don't know how he does it, man. He's on his game.
That's it.
His work ethic is like watching him work is crazy, man.
Yeah.
His work ethic is something else.
It is crazy.
He's practiced it for a long time, man. He's always like, he does that full time pretty much now, doesn't he?
Pretty much.
Have you guys gone, because I know you guys have sort of like a clique, you know, you have like your family, like you call them like Major Faye, Myrna and stuff, because there's a lot of songs that you guys made together. How'd you guys meet up with them or form that connection that you're so close and you collab in so many songs?
Oh, that's definitely a northside thing.
100% is a northside thing. Yeah, Myrna. I met Myrna through a mutual friend that we got. He like just messaged me one day saying, you know, I've got a friend that wants to do music and stuff. So I linked up with her through him, and I met up with her. Was it Bellwood? No, not Bellwood. Box Hill, the Box Hill Institute, and she was doing a music course there, and I just went there. You know, we just had a chat, and I had sent her previously the No Dramas track. Originally it was me, Joe and Adrian on that song, and you know I sent it to her, and like she done her verse for me like in the booth there, and I was just like, fuck, like you gotta you gotta jump on this
Yeah.
track. Like you're gonna add a different flavor to it. You know what I mean? Like the song itself, it was already a banger, but like okay, if you come into this track, like it's gonna just add that flavor that it needed. You know what I mean?
It's that sauce.
That sauce. There you go. And then Myrna she was always around us. You know, obviously she met Joe, she met Andre, Adrian. I met Adrian not through someone. I actually hit up Adrian on Instagram because I heard him on the 2 o'clock track that he done with Major Faye, and I wanted to get him on a song called Bonita because at that time me and Major Faye were just planning a Doi EP together, and I hit him up to just go to his house, record that track with him, and then whatever. But then like the vibe was that good in that studio, man. It was just like every week we're just going back and just working together, and then obviously Joe started coming through. We're working on XENO tracks there. Myrna came through a couple times, done her stuff there, and like it just all formed into one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for Major Faye, I met Major Faye through my cousin and his mate. They used to work at Star Trek together, and I just hit him up. I was like, you know, bro, you want to jump on a track? It was called. I forgot what it was called at the time, but we changed the name of the track after he done the hook for it. It's called On My Mind.
Yep.
And I met Major Faye through them, man.
Yeah, dope. Yeah, just a nice click, just a nice northside fan.
It just all happened. Yeah, it just all came together smoothly. You know what I mean, man. And then obviously Myrna joined the Futuretainment family, so that was like, now we're just like one little family together.
Yeah, but it must be easy for you guys to like network and connect because like I tried to think of like the first time I met you guys, and I'm going through, was it the Roll-On video, or was it like Manchuria Bar, or was it like Adrian's house party? Like what was it? But I forget. But like you guys have just been around. You're always keen to chat, and always like good vibes and that sort of stuff. Is it difficult at all for you guys to network? Like it seems pretty natural and easy.
Yeah, no, I would say natural. Like we're pretty good with networking, man. Yeah,
I mean, ALPY's really good at networking. Dre's really good at networking. I'm just there,
I'm the same as you. And if we go somewhere like to events and shit, Alex will just run around to everyone and talk to people. I'm just like, yeah, man, this place is. I like talking to people, but I'm not as confident. You gotta have that fucking energy to be able to talk to people that you don't know just like that off the cuff.
It's a lot harder than what people think. It's trying I feel like the older I get, it's just like. This is like the wall just keeps getting higher and higher. And it's like you gotta climb over there and just try to talk yourself over there. Just come to me, man.
No, I use Instagram, man. Instagram is like the way I network with even Melbourne-based artists, interstate artists like from Sydney, Brisbane. Whenever I want to like get on a track with any artist, I'll just hit them up, just be like, yo bro, I fuck with your music, fuck with your vibes, like I'd love to work with you, whatever. And if they reply, they reply. Sometimes they reply like 3-4 months later, which was the case with Isadora. Like I messaged her like 4 months before she replied, and she was like, I'm so sorry, I just saw it now, and then that happened. But it's just Instagram, to be honest, man.
I need to tell a story because ALPY's actually the fucking funniest, bro. I think this was at Agent's party, and we were talking about like artists and like features and all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I wonder how much like such and such charges. Oh yeah, he's 2K. I'm like, okay. They're like, what about this person? 1,500. It's like, you network with a lot of people, and like you're keen to collaborate with a lot of people, and like I guess like people's prices, I guess.
Yeah, no, bro, because some of them like there's some artists that'll jump on your track for free, yeah. But then there's some where like if you don't mention the price, like I'm happy to pay you.
Yeah.
They don't reply to you.
You
know what I mean? So it's like there's gonna be a dollar sign. They gotta make some sort of money off it. You know what I mean? And I think the 2000 was it Kenyon Brown?
If you want to put out names, sure.
No, I'm just Alright, fuck. I'm just trying to show us Kenyon Brown. I think it was Kenyon Brown. Damn, I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, we won't say any more names, but like, I think it was him. Yeah. And he was another one that I had to put a price tag. I was like, bro, like I'm happy to pay you, man. You know what I mean? Like just let me know your price and we'll sort it out. And that was one of that's just how I network, man. Like I like to keep the messages simple, but I like to show that I'm interested in the music, and I really am. Like I love all the artists that I hit up. You know what I mean? Like they're the vibes, the music is like I mean, when you think of like R&B artists from like Sydney and fucking Brisbane and stuff. You know, you got Malik, you got Ezra James, Donnell Lewis, Kenyon Brown.
Yeah.
All those boys, they're just, this music is just impeccable, man.
It's on another level, yeah.
It's on another level, man. Yeah.
They're doing it big, you know. It's even in like the community that they reach out to, you know, the Islanders, Islander community and stuff.
Yeah.
They really back them like crazy, man.
Yeah, 100%. I love that.
It's dope to see.
Yeah, I love seeing that, man. I love seeing how much like the Islanders are just like supporting their, you know, their people. You know what I mean? Like the artists and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just like I just wish there was more support like that down here. You know what I mean? And I don't want to like sound rude or anything by saying that, but it's just like you can just see that the support that they've got in Sydney and Brisbane are really not down here. You know what I mean?
I mean, I still feel like Sydney's like kind of separated a little bit. Like there's certain people that won't work with certain people, but it still feels pretty collaborative.
Yeah, 100%.
But to the conversation we were having earlier about like you know, playlisting and that sort of stuff, and how they're preferring like New South Wales artists. I feel like it's just because like most of the labels are there and like most of the push and you know, most of the budgets are going to those artists. Like if you're someone from that city, it's, you know, it's I feel like it's a little bit easier, you know, for you to get on.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. It's just, I just wish that, you know, Spotify, AU and NZ would like actually see the talent that we have down here. You know what I mean? Like, I truly believe that the talent we have down in Melbourne surpasses some of the talent up in, you know, New South Wales and Queensland and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I just wish that they could, you know, at least, you know, shed some sort of light onto us. You know what I mean? It's like when you compare those states and the artists up in those states to the Melbourne Victorian artists, it's like Spotify is just like excluding us. You know what I mean? They're like, you know, like let them do their own thing while we just focus on like New South Wales and Queensland. You know what I mean? I just wish that, you know, instead of you know, I don't know if ghosting is the right word to use. Our drops down in Melbourne, like they can actually like, how can I explain this? So every like when you look at these playlists, it's like you're constantly seeing the same names. Even if that song has been out for like 2-3 months, it's still on there. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to like be disrespectful or rude towards those artists because obviously they put time and effort and money into their craft. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like every artist in Australia as a whole just deserves a chance to be on those playlists. You know what I mean? So that we can be heard as well. And it's like you, you know, I heard this thing. I don't know. Maybe you know better than I do when it comes to playlisting and stuff. But I heard that the same artist can't be on the same playlist more than one time. Okay. And I don't know how true that is. That's something that I just heard.
Like,
but
can you repeat that? Is that like the same, like a couple of playlists they can't be on? Like
no, so they
together?
can they can be on like a whole bunch of different playlists. But what I heard is that one artist can't be on that one playlist more than one time. So if they can't have like 2-3 tracks on that same playlist, you know, more than one time. You know what I mean?
Is that just a general Spotify thing, or it's like an Australian?
That's what I heard. I think that's just a general. Maybe it's just in Australia. I don't know how it works up in America and stuff or around the world. But yeah, I just like I just want to tie the conversation back to what we're talking about. I just really you know, hope in the future at least they can shed more light onto the artists that we have down in Melbourne and like actually like showcase, you know, the tracks that we make down here, not just like for us but like everybody. You know what I mean? I think that would be really dope. You know, just so we can actually put our craft out into, would you call it the Australian mainstream music?
I would say it's very business driven though. I guess, you know, that's where a lot of the numbers of music are coming from, and that's where they want to promote, where maybe to push those playlists a bit further by playing the more, you know, popular songs or whatever as it is. Because I think maybe, you know, Melbourne, I think we're still building that scene of a hip-hop R&B scene. That's not what Melbourne has been known for a very long time. You know, we've been that, you know, indie type of rock, punk type scene, you know, like the Brunswick, the Fitzroy stuff. So this
Triple J type.
Yeah, not many people are jumping on it as like the gig scene of, you know, that type of rock music and whatever. So yeah, it's hard to see them push Melbourne artists when we are ultimately not like really supporting our own people in the first place. You know, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say too.
Yeah,
I think it starts off with us more being in like ALPY said that Sydney and Brisbane are like kind of collaborating when we're in competition. So that's the biggest difference, as well as Spotify and all the editorials not helping as well, because they just like, you know, you try to get into the A1 playlist, but they put you in the little classic hip hop thing, like, you know, no one ever listens to or something like that. But not saying that that's bad music. I'm just saying like that's not what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? As artists, we want to be recognized for our talent, not from the money that's getting pushed behind us. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. And I feel like Spotify, and especially Spotify, is not doing that. It's just like this, and it's not a shot to artists. This is a shot to Spotify. Though. Bang bang. Like they're just not looking at the music. They're worried more about the business side, like you said.
Yeah, it's more of the business side.
100%. Yeah.
How do you guys go about pushing your playlists when you release music? Are you very active about like trying to get as many playlists? Because I know Alex, I always talk about it with Alex, and when he's pushing music, he's always like playlists here, playlists there. How have you seen your success with playlists so far of like the tracks that you've been putting out?
I mean, from what I've like, every time I go on the Spotify my artist app and stuff, like I always check out the playlist that the playlist that the songs are being played on, and I think the playlist that majority of our songs are on are more like personal playlists, for like people just to listen to when they're driving or doing a workout or something like that. But I think Real Melbourne is like one of our biggest supporters when it comes to our music. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember a release that we've put out that hasn't been on the Real Melbourne playlist. So thank you guys for doing that and supporting us. Also, just recently we've been getting support from $80 as well. The past two free releases, they've been really helping push our tracks as well. But other than that, there are some smaller music groups on Instagram that have like Home Turf magazine. They've really playlisted I think a couple of our songs, 2-3 of them, and there's a new one called Waves AU. They just started up as well. So I think they played 2 of our tracks so far, but a majority of it's Real Melbourne. So thank you guys for just pushing our music and like supporting us.
Of course, man. Because like when you guys send us the stats, because we don't see those sort of stats on our end, unfortunately. But when we're seeing like something special, what do you say, like 500 listens over time?
It's close to 500 at the moment.
Yeah,
so 493. I forgot what it was. It's in the 400s.
Yeah, and the new solo one from you, eclipsing 100. Like we don't even have 100 followers, but so the fact that people are like active listening to what's hot coming out of Melbourne is pretty sick. You know what I mean? And gives you guys like a little bit of boost. Like we don't know how monumental like these boosts can be for you to get on proper like editorial playlists. You know what I mean? So anything helps. I feel, I guess.
100%. And it gives us like seeing numbers like that also gives us more of the drive to just keep going. You know what I mean? Because like we had Millionaire and Enemies get playlisted editorially on Spotify. I mean, seeing those streams just go up just from an editorial playlist like really motivated us.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Big difference. But at the same time, when you've got like just curated playlists, like the personal ones, like algorithmic playlists, like just seeing actual fans listen to your music and like give you numbers on your tracks, like that motivates me a lot as well. Like I actually prefer getting those streams and editorials because it just gives me that drive, that energy to just keep going, because there are actual people out there that really like enjoy your music, they repeat it, and those stats show you how many times that one playlist has played your song, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you'll at least know like the type of audience that are listening to your music from, those independent playlists as opposed to like an editorial. You don't know where those streams are coming from, but with this, you're like, oh, that's Real Melbourne's audience or $80 audience, whatever it is. Yeah,
100%, you're right, 100%.
And it's like, with the Spotify playlist, it's more like, I don't know if a computer's putting my shit in there, but with like your guys' playlist, you're putting that shit in there, you know what I'm saying? And you know for a fact that it's like, yo, that's Alex. He put my shit in there. He liked my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to listen to that, like everybody else likes my shit too. You know what I mean? It's just realer. It's just realer when it comes to that.
100%.
Doesn't get realer than us.
Exactly. Real Melbourne things,
We pride ourselves on that.
Yeah.
How have you guys gone? You've been a group now for two years, just about over a year, just a bit over a year.
Just over a year, just a year and a half.
Have you gone into like the music video side game yet? And what's going on if anything new releases are coming? Because I think that's a very big part to promoting music nowadays. Like you see everyone who drops a track and they really want to push it, they'll always try and push for a music video because they know that's where a lot of views come from. And then you go to the audio. You know, you're in your car, you're not listening you're not watching a music video. In your car, you watch a music video. It's dope. Fucking put on the audio.
True. Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, we've never done a music video, have we?
We've never done a music video.
No, we haven't.
But it is definitely in the works. Keep a lookout. Keep a lookout.
100%. No, we've got so we're planning to do a music video for every release from now on. With whatever we've got coming out, whether it's a XENO track, an ALPY track, a JDro track, a Myrna track. So every song we want to at least have a music video for, so we can release it with the track. But yeah, this next release, hopefully, we're planning December 24. We won't.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, just Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Nice.
It's not a Christmas song.
Trying to compete with Mariah Carey.
Michael Bublé coming out of nowhere, bro.
It's gonna be like a doggy style Christmas.
Better watch out.
You better not try.
Oh man, far out. No, it's oh no, this year our next single is different, man. It's different from it's not R&B, it's not hip hop, it's not Afro, it's not pop, it's not trap, not drill. It's what you could call it conscious. It's more
it's
of
a message.
It's a message. It's a message. It's a conscious song. I feel like it'll impact a lot of people. In whichever way they want to get impacted in, however they take it in. We do speak about a lot of different topics, impactful topics, but I feel like it's a song that needed to be out there, because after everything that this world went through this year, I feel like this next single is a song that really needs to be out there. It needs to be heard, you know what I mean? It's a message that needs to be heard.
Definitely. Any fuck Dan Andrews vibes?
The Dan Andrews is not on that. But it's got fuck Dan Andrew vibes. Definitely. Just like we're really excited for this next track.
Yeah, this one's going to be dope.
Yeah, it's like the message is very, very important, especially with this year. And like that's why we're doing the video clip things and trying to like this one's special, and when you guys hear it you'll be like, wow, all right, that's what we're saying.
The music video as well, like we've got something planned for it, like hopefully when people watch the video as well, like it'll make them like understand what the song is about. It'll show them what we're trying to, the message that we're trying to put out there and stuff as well, So we're
well, does it make sense to listen to the song without the music video? Because there's some songs where like, yo, got to see the music clip first, in order for you to get the song. Like, have you got that sort of attachment to it, or is it still kind of detached?
No, the song doesn't need a video clip. It is strong enough as itself. Like, you know what I mean? When you listen to the song, I'm sure everyone will get the same message.
100%. Everyone's gonna get the same message.
Because it's like it's pretty straightforward. It's gonna punch you in the face. Like it is what it is. Like that's what we're going through right now is messed up. Not only like when it comes to like being locked down and stuff like that, and then Corona as a thing itself. Nobody even knows what that is. What is that?
Exactly. What is that?
Like, is it a cold? Is it a virus? Is it like runny nose or like, bro? What? I don't know. I don't know what that is. And then like even that, and then it comes to like mental health. Mental health is very, very important.
100%.
It's more important than your physical health, I believe, because mind, whatever you're thinking, you think things into reality. You speak things into reality.
Yeah.
So it's like if your mind doesn't work, then your body's not going to work. So when we're locked down for that long, it's like, how do I explain it? It's deteriorating your mind. You're seeing the same shit over and over and over again, and you want to do something about it, but you cannot physically do anything about it because in your mind it's like, this is what I feel. I want to go outside. What I feel is right. Like what I want to go outside. But then like the other side's like, no, but I'm not allowed to. Because they're telling me it's wrong, but I feel it's right. Like, who is right in this situation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's like, what I'm trying to say is, you gotta listen to the message and like follow your heart. Like whatever it is that's in your heart, I feel that you think is right, is right, man.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? If you think it's right, like if you're doing something wrong, you know you're doing something wrong. You feel me?
100%.
And if you feel like you're not doing anything wrong, then why? Who's like, who am I to tell you that that's wrong?
Yeah.
You know?
No, bro, I felt like I was being watched. At one point, there was 5 drones flying outside of my house. I think it was like 2 a.m. and it was keeping me up. And then I looked up. I'm like, there really is 5 drones just flying around.
Right.
I suspect they're government drones. Obviously, I can't prove that, but it's great. And it was only happening around about that time. Like now, it's chill. It's whatever. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
But at that time.
I mean,
it's nuts.
my brother was having a smoke one night on the balcony, and he said the same things. Like, bro, he's like, there's fucking drones out there. He's like, what the fuck are drones doing around the area?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were government drones. You know what I mean? Just spying on us.
Yeah.
See if we're actually inside.
And then I stepped outside for a little bit just to test. I stepped out for a minute, went back inside. Then seconds later, drone just got straight past my house. Like maybe it was motion sensor. Who knows? I don't know.
Fuck, bro.
Like who knows what the government's got right now with the technology?
Everything. They have everything.
They watch you every day, man.
Fucking oath, man.
It's gotta be with this track that you're putting out. I think it's gonna be dope just to give people that, you know, that reflection and stuff. And the things that we're saying, bro. I think lots of people live in these circumstances even when they're not in COVID and in other countries and shit. I think people always put down how lucky we are in Australia, man. Like the freedoms. The amount of freedoms we have is why we're feeling this way, because we've been given a lot of freedom, which you know we're lucky for. So I think people just need to be a bit more grateful too when they come back to like a normal life and be like, hey, you know, the other countries are living like this on a daily, bro. We just did this for like 6 months, but like some countries are doing it hard. Man.
Yeah, so like I'm super grateful because I got international friends that are still just, you know, in lockdown and shit.
Yeah,
and they're actually one of them actually who's UK remedy, who's collaborated with Adrian. He messaged me. He's like, "Is this what it's like in Australia?" And he sent me a video of people partying at Royal Melbourne Hotel last week and solely on the mic, you know, singing Burna Boy. I'm like, I didn't even know this. Like, what's going on? Like, we gotta go there the next week, bro. You know, so like, like shit's dope, you know, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. And one thing with this release, like, we really want people to actually listen to the lyrics, like, word by word, you know what I mean? Like, because there are some things, some like, what I've realized is a lot of people are like, they listen to the beats more than the lyrics in a song, you know what I mean? And like, but with this song, we specifically want people to actually listen to every word that we're saying, you know what I mean? Because the message is what's important. Like, the beat itself is very nice, you know, but it's the message that we're putting out there that we want people to actually like take in. Yeah. You know, and
sometimes you might even just want to cut the beat on certain parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just do a cappella.
Yeah.
You know,
because like, when you say that, I think about Nas's verse on Robin Thicke's song Deep. Like his entire verse at the start, you know it. So the entire verse at the start was just a cappella. And it just starts off the verse. I think the problem's getting worse. So you're like, oh shit, you know he's about to say some shit now.
Yeah.
And then even Robin Thicke's part was a cappella for a little bit, and then it gets into the beat.
Yeah,
you know
no, I haven't heard that song. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah,
it's called Deep.
Deep. I think it was a leak. I don't think it was an official track.
I don't think it was a real song.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll suss that out after this.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, if you guys are listening to Nas, listen to Distant Relatives with Damien Gino Gongmali, the whole album.
Yeah.
Far out, man. Far out. That's like
that nice blend of reggae and hip hop.
Man, it's just like two completely different things when it comes to like hip hop, but the way that they blended it and the message that they're sending is just like whoa.
So better than the Nas and Kanye album, in your opinion?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's something else when it comes from like when you get a Rastafari talking about like life. And like how you're supposed to be living good, and you know, and then you look around from that little bubble, and then they see evil, killings, death, and it's just like a normal thing in the world. We get numb to that situation, you know, because we see it a lot. But like when you see it from a point of view of someone that's like living green, eating real food, just straight off the ground, pure things, and then you see Nas's point of view from like the hood, the like you know,
Queens,
like straight, and then how they blended that together and made like a message of like everyone should be uniting instead of like it's just like how we are in Melbourne. Instead of competing with each other, we should be uniting and then building something greater than ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But just listen to that album. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's
I need to check that out. I haven't heard that one, but I'm a big fan of Chronics. You know, Chronics I'm a big fan of, so I think I'd like the vibe of that.
Chronic's Protege?
Yeah, Protege as well.
He's
He's good as well. Yeah, man.
Crazy.
That reggae, new age reggae artists coming through are doing a great job, man. Yeah,
amazing
stuff.
Coffee.
That's his favorite house.
Yeah,
she is amazing.
She's dope.
Amazing.
She's dope.
Yeah, she always got joints to the clubs, you know.
Yeah, but like her club joints are like meaningful.
Yeah.
Like, she has like deep things that like people are dancing to but have no idea what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? But she's talking about like righteousness, how
God,
to how to the people.
Even on that track Toast, it's like every time we give thanks. Like I'm like, oh yeah, now I'm thinking about it, But I just look at it as a party joint. Like sometimes I forget the lyrics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
people hear the flow, like you said, the rhythm and stuff. You know, everyone hears you gonna make a reggae song soon, huh?
Bro, I have like I got a couple ready. But I'm thinking of making just a little message thing soon. Yeah.
Good to hear different style. I think it sounds like you live for that lifestyle as well. So it'd be good to hear you on a track, a reggae track and stuff,
That's what it is, man. Yeah, bro. Yo, me and ALPY have like a couple of private conversations, and like we ended up connecting on something really dope. And I think it was our mutual love for one individual, a porn star. Come
on, Alex, man. What are you doing, bro?
Because she's the GOAT, bro. I mean, we need to give her flowers, right?
Hey, give me that name. What's the name, bro?
Amia Miley. Get your Googles out right now.
Amia Miley.
Amia Miley, bro.
God
I bet you have
bro.
a special like link with her, right? So like
it was maybe like an hour conversation. It was like when I mean hour, I don't mean like constant like back and forth messaging, but like I spoke to like you know the conversation I had before was like it was about if I was to ever do a music video in America. Would she be able to be in it? And she was like 100% down.
Did she say yes?
Yeah.
We have to go to America.
Just trying to make us still
Amia Miley. A shout out to Amia Miley. I don't know, man, but like bro, what a girl.
Yeah, bro.
What a woman, huh?
Woman, that's right. Well, I said girl. Sorry, my bad. Woman, what a woman.
See, me and Brian have these like funny conversations, and you're like, we'll ask shit like, yo, could you wife? Such and such.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you, could you wife Amia Miley if that
I
was
would
you?
100% wife that. I would wife that, bro. Fuck the porn star background that she's got. I will wife that girl, bro. Yeah. She's something else, man.
Good chat.
With her?
Yeah.
It was decent.
Yeah.
It was short but decent, you know. It wasn't full on, but yeah. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. I was thinking,
that's a lot of clout for your career. If that
if it actually happens, it's a lot of clout, you know. She's got like 1.4 million followers, I think. So like, I don't know, man. Oh, fucking froth that girl.
And she gets invited to like all the parties, like Rihanna, Drake, whatever. Like
all of them,
all
bro.
the parties,
all of them.
Every single party.
Yeah, nah, she's dope, man. She's number one on my porn stars list.
Yeah, there we go.
Her and Harley Dean.
Oh my god.
Bro, come
this
on.
guy knows who he's fucking talking about.
I don't know his names, man.
So to break it down, Harley Dean is like, she looks like Rihanna.
Yeah,
she's like the Rihanna of porn stars,
right?
bro.
You agree? Yes. You agree, ALPY? She looks like Rihanna.
100%.
Yeah.
She's the Rihanna of porn stars. I think Andre over there's checking Harley Dean right now.
Hey, he's doing his Spanish. That's what a man is supposed to do.
Dre, throw up a pic like this, real quick.
He's pulling it up right now. Show him Harley Dean, bro.
Yeah.
I'm spewing that she hasn't actually made any pornos, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Harley Dean?
What, new one?
She's been gone for a while.
Yeah, she's been
How
gone
long?
for a long time.
Oh, you know as well.
Y'all just checking the recents or some shit?
I think 2016. Was it for Black or Vixen or something like that? I think it was for Black or Vixen.
I don't know that information.
Hey, man.
This is the 26th of October.
Right, I was telling me and Alex with that, bro. You should look at that, bro.
Yeah.
Joe, come on.
Yeah, bro.
Bro. I think me and Alex were saying this. I think we're both like porn star enthusiasts.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
like
connoisseurs, you know.
Yeah, that's it, connoisseurs.
Appreciate the art, huh?
Yeah, 100%, man. I respect porn stars for what they do, bro.
Yeah,
Straight up.
100%.
You go in front of that camera, you know. doing what they do. You know, girls get fucking slut shamed for all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
No, we're here
Oh,
to
that's a
appreciate
hustle,
what
though.
you're doing,
100%,
That's a hustle.
bro.
It is a
100%.
hustle, man.
I respect every single girl,
Yeah.
woman out there.
And
Man.
people indulge in this, and then they talk shit about it. So it's a bit
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It's double-edged. Yeah.
Nah, bro. You know, for me,
Myself.
sex, whether it's from a guy or a female's point of view, it's natural, man. You know, like, dude, just because a girl wants to have sex doesn't mean that she's a, you know.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like,
if
you
you
know
wouldn't
what I
want to get paid for sex, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Like,
you know what
comes
I mean?
up to
So
you.
it's such a natural thing, you know. And we all go through those feelings where we, you know, you get sexually attracted to a girl or a girl gets sexually attracted to a guy. That tension is there, you know what I mean? So why not just let it fucking happen?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you, man.
100%, man.
Yeah, so what are your favourite type of pornos to watch?
Oh damn, bro.
Definitely
Fuck.
going to this.
Yeah. No, because like we're porn connoisseurs right here. Like, because I'll tell you this, because like I only watched like 2 Harley Dean clips, but one of them that's really dope is when she does this like property sex shit. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
shit.
that's dope, bro.
That's my
She's like
shit.
a real estate
That's
agent.
the
Yeah,
shit. That's
yeah,
the
I know.
shit.
That was one of the videos
And
that
any
she,
chick doing like that fucking shit, like the fucking property shit, like that's dope.
it's called propertysex.com
called
or
Property
something
Sex.
like that. Yeah,
It's fucking amazing.
Bro, that
it makes me want to own property, you know what I mean? I want to get some fucking houses up here, you know? That's sick, man.
Hey, that was the first video she made when she came back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then she started making porn for like, I think, fuck, I don't know how long, 7 months?
Yeah, yeah.
And then she stopped there. I was spewing, bro. I was spewing, man. But bro, when it comes to that question though,
yeah.
man, I love POV.
Yeah?
You know, yeah, I love POV. I can't do none of that. You know what?
Well, you can't see the guy's face. Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah,
see
I don't
the
want to
guy's
see his face,
Yeah,
bro. I mean,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even want to see his dick. But like, unfortunately,
Are you just looking for the same color ones?
Yeah.
oh, it's my shade. Nah, but bro, you know what I realized a lot? Like when you're scrolling through Pornhub and shit,
Yeah, yeah.
bro, there's a lot of taboo stuff.
Yeah,
Like what
yeah.
the fuck, bro? Like stepmom, stepdad, stepsisters. Like I can't do that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like that just doesn't.
But it
work.
even goes further than that to be like, oh, I'm your real, like, shit.
They
You
even
know
do
what I
that
mean? Yeah, they do
sometimes,
stuff
yeah,
as
and
well,
that just cooks me. Like, why? Well, what's the point of that? You know, what? How do people get off on that stuff? You know what I mean?
They probably got their own, like, personal fucking, you know, shit
maybe,
at home,
man. You never know.
Yeah.
Nah, but POV,
There we go.
yeah.
If you love POV, man, have you indulged into VR? Or you haven't got
Whoa.
that?
Nah,
Oh.
bro. Listen. Look, hey,
That's the king of
hey, I'll be tempted.
You're definitely looking for the right shade.
It's a different time.
Bro, I don't want to experience that. If I experience VR
Never
porn,
go back.
bro,
Yo, have you seen?
nah,
Have you
forget
seen
about
those
it.
guys that are like getting married to like
Porn stars?
like machines, like
A
animated like
I
women?
haven't seen that yet.
In Japan?
I think it's
or
in like
what's
Japan
going on?
or something like that. They're actually getting married to like their virtual reality.
That's crazy.
Why?
Not even, like, you're not even just talking about, like, sex dolls. Like, it's...
No. It's not even like
It's like a
like
robot
not even a
kind of
physical
thing,
thing that you touch or nothing. You just put on that headset, like they dress up and whatnot,
Bling.
and then like you're married to this
Yeah,
anime
that's
character
crazy.
or some shit. I mean, I
Bro,
guess there's no
wow.
chance of divorce. Just kind of erase.
Who gets hard?
That's true.
Oh, fuck, man, nah. Alex, man, you what a guy, bro. Brings up our fucking porn star conversations.
Hey, bro, if you're a connoisseur, bro.
Hey,
like,
man.
let's talk about it at least. You know?
Hey, nah, porn,
Yeah.
porn's something else, bro. Yeah, you know, I'm ashamed to say that at this age. I love porn, bro. You know, I just love the whole that sex thing. You know, I don't even know how it looks saying that on camera. Maybe it looks like you fucking, you know, like what a creepy cut. What a creepy cut.
See, this is the thing. This is why I respect you, because most motherfuckers won't admit it, bro.
I
You know
love
what
it,
I
man.
mean?
Yeah, I fucking love it. Like,
And you see the views on these fucking videos, right?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, nah,
on.
bro.
It's not just guys watching this shit.
Yeah,
you
girls
know?
watch it as
Facts.
well. Like, I used to know
Facts,
how many
yeah.
girls in high school they used to just get off on fucking porn and
Exactly.
stuff, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I love porn, man. I love sex and all that stuff. So yeah, like I'm not ashamed to admit that. You know,
That's
what I
it.
mean? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
fuck no.
Would
bro.
you,
You could have been a porn star. That's
Oh,
I'm
you know
saying.
what? I was
Yeah.
actually like,
But there's no industry here.
Bro,
yeah,
no
that's the
industry
problem.
here.
Yeah.
I was researching 2 years ago. You got to actually know a porn star to get into the porn industry.
Huh.
So you got to sleep with that porn star a couple of times. I got to vouch for you apparently, and then you actually go into the industry, or you got to start making your own videos and putting them online, and then hope that like a company like Brazzers or you know.
Yeah.
Black, Tushy, whatever. Not blacked,
Yeah.
but I can't get into black.
But yeah,
like,
you got.
Like Tushy, Vixen, all those fucking shit.
Put a filter on.
That's wild.
That suntan filter on, you're good.
Great.
One thing Alex loves to do, make sex tapes. Like sex tapes, mixtapes, you know?
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
ages ago. Oh, you're talking about the playlist. Oh,
The playlist, like, you know, that you used to do that, but you make playlists and shit.
Yeah.
Is it something you'd go try and make a song, you know, that's, you know, smooth?
That's
Yeah.
like something special almost.
Yeah.
Like you could
Sounds
put that
special,
in there.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I've got a
Yeah.
song with that's unreleased with Malik and Bitner Brown called "Feeling Right," and that's I would say
The manager approved.
I would say that would probably like a song that anyone can have sex to, man.
Definitely on the Get
Yeah.
Nookie playlist.
It's 100%. Like it's not like
Hey, Nookie, I like that.
it's not like a type of sex song where it goes like into like like you don't paint that picture, but the vibes are all there. Like what Malik's talking about, what my verse is about, what Bitner's verse is about. It's just like a proper sex song, man.
Yeah.
We also got a unreleased one called Freaky.
Oh, freaky, bro! Yes.
That one is
Now
definitely for the Get
that-
Nookie
yes,
things, you know?
bro. Like freaky is a different type. It's not a slow sex song, but it's a different
High
type of
energy, yeah.
sex. Like bro. Like we're talking about intense penetration type of
Definitely.
shit, bro.
Go.
Like intense penetration.
Definitely for the pornos, bro.
Like get freaky with that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like if there's a couple fucking to that song, you just gotta go ham, bro.
Yeah, I
Go
feel you.
haram on that stuff. You know what I mean, bro? You go ham, bro. You gotta get hard, bro. That's what freaky's about, bro. Fuck, man.
I like that shit, bro. Yeah, fuck with that.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
Definitely. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we got something for the ladies and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
like
we
that.
got we stay.
Yeah.
We stay.
Art reflects life, right? Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
exactly
Like,
right, bro. Exactly right.
Facts. That's
Exactly
why
right.
like it's like I don't understand why people be like stay in your lane when it comes to music. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I wake up this morning, I didn't feel like what I felt like yesterday. You know, I feel like something different today. I'm
Yeah.
happy today, so let me write something happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was feeling kind of shitty, so let me freaking write this trap song and hate on everyone. Like whatever, you know. Like my life is not just one freaking road where you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Well, like this is it. Rah, 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 you know.
Yeah.
Like, life is hard and it's different. You feel different types of emotions.
Yeah.
100%.
Feelings change, and it's like when you record something, it's just you're feeling or your moment caught in time, and things
Yeah.
change. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, it's like when you wake up sometimes and you just listen to one genre that day because you're just feeling that type of genre.
Exactly.
I guess making music is the same thing, yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, because every day, like you said, you wake up every day and it's like different feelings, different mood. You know, you either in a good mood or a bad mood. That just inspires you to write a type of track. You know what I mean? And we've got songs for all types of moods, man. You know, you like if you're hating on someone one day, you just put on one of. We've got what song was it? No, not Power, was it? No, I don't think it was Power. No.
The
No.
Takeoff or the intro, one of them.
No,
You can
sorry.
just chuck on enemies. You know.
You can even chuck on enemies, yeah, something
yeah,
that's
enemies.
nice, yeah. Even Ring Me Alone. Ring Me Alone. It's not more of a type of song that you would listen if you're like, bad mood or you want to hate on someone, but it's that type of song where you're like, you know what, like just leave us alone and like let's just do it, like we're doing our thing, you know what I mean? Like don't come into my space.
A dark fucking song,
Yeah,
more
100%.
dark side,
man.
yeah.
100%, yeah.
Definitely. Cause we got like Foreign as well. That kind of talks about that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, Foreign.
And then like we got Millionaire. It's like we got dreams. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, Millionaire,
Aspirations
Millionaire was
and
good,
stuff
man.
like that.
It was dope, yeah.
Yeah, Millionaire, Millionaire was one of a kind, man.
Family, very family.
Yeah, definitely.
Orientated,
Yeah.
pushed, yeah, it's nice, man.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, would you call it a poppy track, like a pop? Topic?
Yeah,
it might be
like
like
it gives me like Bruno Mars vibes in 2010
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, like that Billionaire song
Yeah.
that he had with
Yeah.
what was that guy's name?
Travis
McCoy.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Or even the one with B.O.B. like Nothing on You, like it still gives me those type of vibes.
Oh, that's a track, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
jam.
track. I'll flip that song and hold it down.
Yeah, there we
that's
go.
a track.
Oh yeah, that's
man.
true. Yeah, you did
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
that's such a track, bro.
Yeah.
I've always loved that song, man. B.O.B. He was one of my favorite artists,
Shit,
man. But
underrated that guy.
yeah, bro, like the stuff he talks about now. If you listen to his music, he's like exposing everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But look, no one's gonna take him seriously because
No.
he believes the Earth is
The world's
flat.
flat.
You know, what I mean?
There you go,
So,
yeah.
The world is flat.
unfortunately.
Alright.
Long pause. No, I will speak on that. So you actually believe like the Earth is flat?
Bro, I just don't believe in what the government says, pretty much. Like, so if they're telling me that the world's round, then I don't think it is. But it's just because there's like a lot more lies than there are truth. So
you
I
much
just
of a
choose.
conspiracist?
Conspiracy is a hard word, mate.
He has different ideas.
Conspiracy
He's
makes
an
me look like a
individual.
crazy. I just like to question a lot of things. I think.
Outside the box.
Yeah. But it's just it is what it is. If like I mean everyone can see what's going on. It's not right. So I question that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to know truth. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, bro, like when you, I don't know, like when you really actually look into NASA, you know, even the name NASA, like when you look into the Hebrew language, the word NASA means to deceive. Do you know what I mean? Like even like out of every name that you can possibly name your agency, why name it NASA? Like obviously it's like an acronym, but like the acronym spells out NASA, you know what I mean? And then you look into like all these videos on YouTube, which I'd say it's not like the best source of fucking information, but like when you look at the videos that they put on there, like there's so many videos that debunk NASA, you know what I mean? Like how you see like some of the astronauts they show on their like videos at the International Space Station having their clips hooked on, and you can see the fucking the clips hanging up onto the roof, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just weird, like it just makes you think. And like all of these images that they're putting out of space are edited. Like, why would you edit your photos if you've actually taking these photos of like the moon or Jupiter or like you know of just the dome of Earth, you know what I mean? Like, well, why are you editing out the stars and stuff? You know what I mean, bro? Like that's what I question about space.
Well, the biggest conspiracy, I guess, about NASA is the moon landing in '69.
100%. I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
I'm sure that's already been debunked, right?
Maybe. I haven't looked into it though.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
There was a
It was like the video was in fast forward because they were like, there's like not really any gravity. They looked like they were bouncing on trampolines.
But they sold it well, like one small step forward.
And the flag was waving. There's no air in space. The flag was like floating.
I haven't seen much of them videos, bro. Yeah.
Bro, no, there was an astronomer that came on, like I interviewed, and he was talking about the space, the moon landings, and he was saying like, we haven't got enough, like we haven't actually found the material that we can use to actually protect the rocket from passing through the Van Allen belts. The Van Allen belts are that hot, it can melt through any metal that's on Earth right now. So like how can a rocket fly through the Van Allen belts without burning?
And for you to get to space, you need to go through that.
You have to,
and
you know what I mean?
Impossible.
Because the Van Allen belts are getting heated from the sun, so it's really hot, you know what I mean? So like, how does a rocket go through that force without actually burning down? Do you know what I mean? So it's just things like that just make you think about like, what is NASA, you know what I mean? Like are they actually like, are they showing us what's real, or are they just like putting out these images there just to deceive us? Like what their name basically means as an acronym, you know what I mean?
What do you think of the privatization of like space projects or whatever? You know, you got like the Virgin group trying to get something in space. You got Elon Musk doing his thing, taking people to the space station. Could that? Do you think that plays like a big role into the whole NASA thing?
Yeah, bro, honestly, I think Elon Musk is like a genius, man, but like I feel like the whole space part of his stuff is just like fraud, man. Like I don't believe in that stuff.
You like the cars better, huh?
I love the cars better, yeah. Just not the truck.
Yeah.
Just not that truck, yeah.
It's
tough, man.
Middle seat truck?
Nah, just that box. That box that he's putting out of the truck, dude, I just can't.
We at least all love PayPal, you know what I mean?
There you go, PayPal, yeah, 100%. Like, thank God for him for making PayPal, bro. But yeah, no, when it comes to his space stuff, I don't really believe in that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, like until, you know, they actually, I don't know, like I don't even know how that would.
You know, there's people. Isn't it crazy to think that there's people who think, you know, we have the whole space thing. There's people who think we don't know enough, like they have aliens, and there's a lot of people who also think like this shit ain't real either. The stuff that they have aliens, you know, that's you know, why hide such big material, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot to think about. I think there's a lot lot there.
Definitely.
Are we talking about Area 51?
Yeah, Area 51, all
the
the
Roswell UFO crashing and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that, man. I just feel like they've got from that UFO crashing. I feel like there's, who even knows if that crashing even happened? To be honest, you know what I mean. Like you never know. But if it actually happened, they would have gotten something from that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I heard like. Man, like I said, during this lockdown, man, I've watched some fucking shit, man. I'm not saying they're all true. I'm not saying they're all fake as well, but like I was talking to this guy about was it the Antarctic Wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were talking about how
Flat Earth theories.
This is flat Earth theories. Yeah, it's just interesting because, man, I'm bad with my history. Was it James Cook that discovered Australia?
Yeah.
Or like
Captain Cook.
Captain
James
Cook.
Cook,
Yeah. So, you know, there was this.
Discovered, right? In quotation
Discovered,
marks.
yeah. I don't really know. I don't remember exactly how long he stayed in Australia before he went on another voyage, but this guy on YouTube, they were talking about how in like one of his crew members was documenting everything that they were seeing around in sea, and like when they came across new land and stuff, and they were, he documented in one of these books where when they went down towards the Antarctic Wall, obviously I don't exactly know roughly how long the Antarctic Wall is from south of Australia, but I think it was like, can you check, bro? Just to see how much the Antarctic Wall is, please. Can you check? Because I don't want to give the wrong number, but like, I think it was around 8,000 or 10,000 kilometers in length, but they actually voyaged beyond that, and like they were going like in a little.
What do you mean?
Like the wall was longer than what's documented in the history books, in
Okay.
geography and stuff, and they were actually going, like the ship was going around the wall, and would just going around in circle. You know what I mean? And like
It's kind of like a barrier.
Like a
Instead of it
barrier.
being just there. It's kind of more like a barrier.
The
that's
wall?
Kind of,
yeah, like it was just like the Antarctic Wall was bigger than like what they're actually saying it to be. You know what I mean? And it's just interesting now because you can't even fly close to Antarctica without government approval, because they've got all these fucking Navy, army bases and stuff like that over there. You know what I mean? Like scientists are doing like fucking experimenting and shit over there. So it's just interesting, man.
So with all that, like, I guess like it's crazy because it's such a long period of time, and you know science is changing so much as it evolves. Like I guess climate change is also like a big thing. I think is definitely real and it's definitely happening. That would surely have to play into that sort of idea or concept.
That is true, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, because of climate change, you got the
Ice caps melting,
melting and stuff. I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting, like, just thinking about that. You know what I
When it
mean?
comes to climate change, it doesn't really matter when it comes to, like, because it's us heating up the planet. We're destroying it. You know what I'm saying? Whether the world is round or flat, we're still domed in, which means bloody pollution or whatever that we're causing to this Mother Earth and whatnot is still affecting us. So either if it was flat or round, the poles are still going to be melting.
Yeah.
And we're still going to drown
Yeah.
because we're still within this enclosed space.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. So like that does not really take any effect into.
I've never seen eye to eye with flat earthers. You know, like I'd love to. I respect the opinion and stuff, but I'm just always like, I wonder what. I feel like there's a lot of things that change. What about the equator line, all that stuff?
See, when it comes to science, this is what I hate, because people take it as fact when it's all just theories. Like that's all it is, and this is our theories. Like this is what we believe is theory. It's not. None of this is fact because science changes over time. They literally like one thing was fact 20 years ago, now it's completely debunked. Fake this, that, right.
Yeah.
Why would they tell us that is fact 20 years ago and then just change it on us now? You know what I'm saying? Because it's all just theories, and none of it is fact. So when we're spitting out whatever this is a theory. This is just the theory we choose to believe. When the masses choose to believe science as fact, when in fact it's just theory. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. And like I choose to believe this theory.
Yeah.
You choose to believe that theory. None of it's fact.
Yeah.
But if we come to the middle, maybe we'll find something. You know what I'm saying? Just
what makes something fact?
I believe it's your person. If you believe it's true, and it's fact.
Yeah.
Who else? Who? Like, you know what I mean? Who am I to tell you that what you believe isn't real? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I
Like
like
it's all
that.
in the mind, bro.
Yeah.
Mind over everything. Like if you think that's fact, I don't believe anyone else has the right to tell you that you're wrong.
You're wrong,
Yeah, because
I
you're
like
you.
It's a good, yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
mindset, you know.
I like that, man. Fuck. My
Preach.
guy, bro. My guy. My guy.
It's just belief, man. Like,
Yeah. I think what I always say is like, make sure you find your source. Find all different types of sources. I know, like you gotta look at everything from different direction. You know, you gotta look from everyone's perspective.
first things first, you got to do some research.
Yeah,
like,
do
you
some
know,
research. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
100%.
literally what you have to do.
Mm.
Because, like, let's say when we're born, we are made to learn a certain type of way.
Mm.
Like, even the guy that made up tests or something, he's like, a long time ago, he's like, this should not be used to classify someone's, like, IQ. level.
IQ,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because that's just only grouping people in a certain type of thing that you're good at this and you're not good at that, which means you're not good at anything. It's like, right, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm not good at math doesn't mean I can't speak you under the ground, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
that's how it is. Like, it's just like what they're telling us to do is for us to be able to be sheep in a box to make them money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, and then we're just working for the rest of our life and then not getting fuck all for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all this shit just happens. Like, they don't give a fuck about us as people, even though they're people. They just have more power. What power? What's power? Money. That's what controls the world, currency. So, but nobody runs the world because the world's being run by banks, and the world owes banks. Like, what the hell? We're like the whole country. Like, America is like $7 trillion in debt. Like, how can a country be in debt?
Yeah.
To who?
I mean, yeah.
How is the world in debt? And who are they in debt to?
Yeah.
To other countries and shit, I guess. You know?
Other countries. Nah,
Other
the
countries.
world's run by banks, bro.
Bro, yeah, man.
There's only a couple of families that own us, and we're still in debt to that. And we have no right. Like, we got no rights, no nothing. We're sheep. It's just we have to wake up. As a whole, we have to wake up because people are gonna be like, that's just a conspiracy, man. Get out of here. You know, I'm gonna do my work, this, that. I'm gonna live in my little bubble and shit like that. Whatever happens to you, happens to
Do
you.
you think it'll ever change?
Only if we wake. Only if we all get up. Like, it's up to the people. It's they've been talking about this for generations. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to the people.
To what? Stop investing in banks?
No, just to get up and be like, this is wrong. Like, everyone just get up and be like, this is wrong. Y'all can clearly see this, but the thing is, money is still running up a world. So if you were to get up and be like this, they're gonna shut down your money, and we are not gonna be able to, like, move or even survive for like a certain amount of time until we figure out a way to live without currency, without money, which was how we were living beforehand, trading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that is that's really, like, then money doesn't become the most important thing. What you have and what you've made through the sweat of your brows,
Yeah.
that's what, you know, that's what's worth something.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, if you want to get back to trading, you have to go to Burning Man or something.
It's just so hard to see like the world ever return that way. I don't think you'll ever see it return that way unless there's a big like pandemic or unless there's a big like natural disaster that takes out a lot of people and we have to start from scratch.
Definitely,
I think
money's too important. It's
Yeah.
literally
too
controlled us.
crazy.
Like,
And that's the
what
thing,
it is.
like, you just gotta question everything, man. You know what I mean?
Of
Like,
course.
anything that comes into your life, you just gotta question it, man. Like, that's why I always question, like, you know, I question space. I question even our history, man. Like, you know, at the end of the day, those history books were written by people. You know what I mean? Like, you were talking about a human being writing the history of, like, the medieval times. You know, like, how does that person know? Well, he knows from other people that have written books prior to him. And how do you know that person didn't change something
Yeah.
from the very
It's like-
first book? You know what I mean,
It's
bro?
like Chinese whispers, man. Like, at the
That's
start,
what I
it could
mean,
be something
yeah.
different to like the last person gets.
That's what I mean, bro. That's why, I just question everything, man. You know, but yeah, no.
Do you get to a place where you just question too much and it's just like
Yeah, it does my head in, bro.
You
Like,
just,
yeah,
like,
because
too
I'm the
much,
type.
yeah.
I'm like that with everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even music. Like, I question my own music. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, my own lyrics. Just like, what the fuck? Like, is this good enough? You know. Then I gotta ask Joe, Andre, or Myrna. Just be like, do you reckon this is good? Like, show, you know, like, and then if they say yes, I get all three yeses, and like, all right, man, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Just leave it like it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So same thing as I just question everything, bro. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to. You have to
Yeah,
question.
but I think it also comes down to like personally, I think simple life, simplicity. You know, I think you have to go back to like the basics or the foundations of just living a simple life to get through. You know, I think once you start materialistic and you start getting attachment to things and possessions, that's when you start getting you start having problems and you start overthinking things. The more thing you have to think about, the worse it is, you know. So
Yeah, 100%,
just simple
bro.
life. Yeah. It's
Definitely. More money, more problems.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Well, this has been a really dope chat. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we want to chat about, man. These conspiracies have been great, like the music,
bro, we
the
can
porn
talk
stuff,
about
like all of it's been great. You know what I mean?
When it comes to aliens.
Here we go.
Nah. For real, but when it comes to aliens, I think we do have aliens, just not from space. Look under the water.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
fuck yeah, man.
It's there.
Yeah.
But
Like,
Amphibians. What are we talking about?
like let's say
Deep sea, bro,
octopuses.
Yeah.
They have no like
Skeleton.
their DNA makeup is nothing of this world. Like they're literally alien, and they're just swimming around. Like we see them around. Like they. Where
So
do they
you-
come from?
yeah, so you're basically seeing an alien.
Yeah, you're seeing
yeah,
alien.
yeah, okay,
And we haven't
yeah.
even
We can't
reached-
cook octopus, can we? We actually can.
Delicious.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. I've had octopus,
I
yeah.
think what they say is like we've only discovered like a small percentage of all living organisms just yet. So there's still a lot of stuff there that we still don't know about.
Yeah,
I guess you could call that aliens, but
Yeah.
it's crazy. Aliens is a whole different topic, man. I think that's a whole other podcast too, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. When it comes to conspiracy talk, bro, yeah, we can go on, man.
On and on.
We can just go on and on, bro. It's what we do, bro. We either talk about music, life, or just conspiracies, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all it is, man.
That's what it is. No, it makes for dope conversations like this
100%,
today.
bro.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's fucking with this, man. Shit. Well, yeah. If there isn't anything else, like, is there anything you guys want to leave with, before we end things on the Real Melbourne podcast right now?
Man, I just wanna just tell all Melbourne artists to just like let's just start supporting one another, man. You know, like let's just start pushing our art and like showcasing it to every other state. You know what I mean? I just want all Melbourne artists just to come together and just like literally show love the way other states do. You know what I mean? Like, and just keep a lookout on more XENO tracks, more ALPY tracks. JDro's gonna start dropping some bangers next year. It's gonna go off, man. I can't wait for 2021.
Yeah, most
We've got something really big planned for 2021, but for now, we'll just keep it on the DL.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just keep it between the family, and then hopefully next year when the time's right, we'll announce that as well.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
That's what it is. So yeah, I guess make sure to stream some ALPY, make sure to stream some JDro and XENO as a collective,
Yes,
man.
sir.
They got some really dope stuff on Spotify, and like they said, like eclectic styles, man. So whatever your taste is, you know, it's the R&B, the rap stuff, the lo-fi, like the smoker joints, the inspirational joints. They got it all. So yeah, make sure to tune these guys.
We got it.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
For sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through, man. This was
thank you.
dope for episode 50.
Bro, no, thank you for having us.
Thank you. Shout outs to Future Taven.
Yes.
That's what
Shout
it
out
is. Dre's in the building. Yeah, there we go.
Shout out to Andre, shout out to Myrna, shout out to Alex, shout out to my man Brandon.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to say thank you guys for having us. And like, this is what we mean by bringing the Melbourne together, you know what I mean? What you guys are doing is bringing Melbourne together. Like, you guys are pretty much like one of two, maybe three that's doing this. And like, this is what we need in Melbourne, like, you know,
Yeah,
someone
fuck
to
yeah.
come through and like big up the musicians and stuff like that.
That's what it
And
is.
Fuck yeah, man.
that's what we're missing, and you guys are doing that. So
Yeah, so
thank you.
Thank you,
for
bro.
doing
Honestly, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I
it.
really appreciate
Plug
it.
your stuff. Where can people find you guys?
We're all over IG. So we've got the XENO page, which is at XENO Music Official. JDro's got his page, which is at JDro. You go and fill it.
Go and feel it. I love that tag. I was gonna start off the podcast like that, but I forgot it.
Yeah. I've got my IG, which is at ALPY Music.
Yeah.
And then we've got our Spotify artist pages, ALPY, all caps, XENO, all caps, JDro, capital
JD
J.
caps.
Yeah, JD caps.
Regular.
Low caps.
That's what
And
it
yeah,
is.
that's it, man. And we're not on anything else.
Yeah, that's all good, man.
Yeah, we'll be excited to see your first music video drop as well, and your next project hopefully before the end of the year.
My solo stuff.
The XENO.
XENO?
Yeah.
XENO, December 24th. That's the plan.
24th?
That's the plan, yeah.
Everyone
Tune in for that.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us as usual. You can find us at @TheRealMelbourne_ on Instagram. You can find our content at therealmelbourne.com, where you can find our playlists, podcasts,
MIXSHOWS.
MIXSHOWs. Wow,
Right.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Those shows are fucking dope.
It's been long. It's been a while. I'm telling
you
you,
gotta
need to
start-
work on
Gotta
that.
get another one up.
Bro, you have to.
You got
man.
a few tracks now you got to
Yeah.
work with. So.
And it's dope. I get to play them like on my breaks at CK and shit. So like, if I'm grabbing lunch or whatever, people are still listening to Melbourne tunes. So it's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Dope
that, bro.
things.
Straight up.
Most
I appreciate
def,
what you
most
guys do, man.
Hey.
Yeah, big ups to everyone who's listening, and yeah, hopefully we're back up and running now, so hopefully more interviews come for you. Love one another, appreciate the environment, and be grateful for what you got.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.